Hello friends, welcome to Happy Reading. Today I will be reading a chapter book, and very interesting chapter book. Escape from Mr.LemonCello's Library by Chris Gabenston. This is a book where 12 students who write an essay and get picked to do a lock-in in a very millionaire library. And they have to answer riddles so they can get famous. Are you ready to go in this book? Let's get started. Chapter 1. This is how Kyle Keeley got grounded for a week. First, he took a shortcut through his mother's favorite rose bush. Yes, the thorns hurt, but having crashed through the brambles and trampled a few petunias, he had a 5-second jump on his older brother Mike. Both Kyle and his big brother knew exactly where to find what they needed to win the game inside the house. Kyle had already found the pine cone to complete his outdoors round, and he was pretty sure Mike had snagged his yellow flower. Hey, it was June. Dandelions were everywhere. Give it up, Kyle, shouted Mike as the brother dashed up the driveway. You don't stand a chance. Mike zoomed past Kyle and headed for the front door, wiping out Kyle's temporary lead. Of course he did. 17-year-old Mike Keeley was a total jock, a high school superstar. Football, basketball, baseball. If it had a ball, Mike Keeley was good at it. Kyle, who was 12, wasn't a star of anything. Kyle's other brother, Curtis, was 15, was still trapped over the neighborhood's yard, dealing with their dog. Very interesting game, right? Curtis was smartest Keeley, but for his outdoor round, he had pulled an always unfortunate your neighbor dog's toy card. Any dog card was basically same as a lose a turn. As for why the 3 Keeley brothers were running around their neighborhood on a Sunday afternoon like crazy lunatics, grabbing all sorts of wacky stuff, well, it was their mother's fault. She was the one who had suggested, if you boys are bored, play a board game. So Kyle had gone down to the basement and dug one of his all-time favorite. Mr.LemonCello's indoor-outdoor scavenger hunt. It had been a huge hit for Mr. LemonCello, the master game maker. Wow, LemonCello is a very funny name. Kyle and his brothers had played so much when they were younger. Miss Keeley wrote to Mr. LemonCello's company for a refresher pack of clue cards. The new cards listed all sorts of different bizarre stuff you needed to find, like an adult's droopy underpants, one dirty dish, and a rotten banana peel. That's some bizarre stuff. At the end of the game, the losers has to put things back exactly where the items had been found. It was an official rule printed inside the top of the box, and it made winning the game much more important. What an official rule, guys! While Curtis was stranded next door trying to talk neighbor's Doberman Twinkie out of his favorite tug toy, Kyle and Mike were both searching for the same 2 items, because for the final round, all the players were given the same riddle card. That day's riddle, even though it was a card Kyle had never seen before, it had been extra easy. Find 2 coins from 1982 that add up to 30 cents, and one of them cannot be a nickel. Duh. The answer was a quarter and a nickel because the riddle said only one of them could be a nickel. So, to win, Kyle had to find 1982 quarter and a 1982 nickel. Also easy. Wow, Kyle is very smart, don't you think so? Their dad kicked an apple cider jug filled with loose change down his basement workshop. That's why Kyle and Mike were racing to get there first. Mike bolted through the front door. Kyle grinned. I wonder why. He loved playing games against his big brothers. As the youngest, it was just about only chance he ever got to beat them fair and square. Board games leveled the playing field. You need a good roll of the dice, a lucky draw of the cards, and some smarts. But if things went your way and you gave it your all, anyone could win. That's kind of true. Especially today, since Mike had blown his lead by choosing the standard route to the basement. He had to go through the door, tear to the back of the house, bound through the steps, and then run to their dad's workshop. Kyle, on the other hand, would take a shortcut. He hopped over a couple of boxy shrubs and kicked open the low-to-ground casement window. He heard something crackle when his tennis shoe hit the window pane, but he couldn't worry about it. He had to beat his big brother. Very confident, he crawled through the narrow opening, dropped to the floor, and scrabbled over the workbench, where he found the jug, dumped out the coins, and started shifting through the sea of pennies, nickels, dimes, and quarters. Score! Kyle quickly uncovered a 1982 nickel. He tucked it into in his shirt pocket and sent pennies, nickels, and dimes skidding across the floor as he concentrated on quarters. 2010, 2003, 1986. Come on, he muttered. The workshop door swung open. But the Mike was surprised to see Kyle had beaten him to the coin jar. Mike fell to his knees, started searching for his own coins just as Kyle shouted, "Got it!" He plucked a 1982 quarter out of the pile. "What about the nickel?" demanded Mike. Kyle pulled out his shirt pocket. "You went through the window?" said a voice from outside. It was Curtis, kneeling in the flower beds. "Yeah," said Kyle. "I was gonna do that. The shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line." "I can't believe you won," groaned Mike, who wasn't used to losing anything. "Well," said Kyle, standing up and stuttering a little. "Believe it, brother, because now you two losers have to put all the junk back." "I am not taking this back to Twinkie," said Curtis. He held up a very slimy knotted rope. "Oh, yes you are," said Kyle, "because you lost." "Oh, sure you thought about using the window." Kyle," mumbled Curtis, "you might want to shut up." "What? Come on, Curtis, don't be such a sore loser. Just because I was the one who took the shortcut and kicked open the window and..." "You did this, Kyle?" A new face appeared in the window. Their dad's. "Heh heh heh," chuckled Mike behind Kyle. "You broke the glass?" Their father sounded ticked off. "Well, guess who's gonna pay to have this window replaced?" And that's why Kyle Keeley had 50 cents deducted from his allowance for the rest of the year. And got grounded for a week. Thank you guys. Hope you enjoyed Chapter 1. And stay tuned until Chapter 2. Happy reading!